Well, hello everyone, and this is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the next 7 days. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. We had some spectacular weather. We really have caught up with the heat in terms of, we know we haven't seen too much of it back in June and in May, and we are going to be definitely making up for lost time as we go into the next 7 to 10 days here in the Burlington area. Now, starting out our period, look at this. I know it's hard to believe we're already into the middle of July. And look at this, temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. Again, we are going to be just a little bit above average, but we may actually see those temperatures even creep up a little bit more as we head in towards the weekend and the start of next week. We're not going to be too far away from that record high of 91 on here on Thursday, so that's going to be a pretty close thing to watch. We're going to be pretty far away from these record lows, which is something completely different than what we've seen over the past few months here in the southern New England area. And of course, as we head out towards the end of the period, we're getting into the third week of July already, and our average highs should be in the mid-80s, and we're actually going to be seeing temperatures that'll be quite a bit warmer than that. So if you're a hot weather fan, this is definitely going to be the period for you coming up. And of course, as you know, the days are still nice and long. They're starting to get shorter now as we get into July, but there's still plenty of time to get out there and enjoy the great sunshine that we're going to be having. Now, as we go ahead, we're going to see what we're going to be expecting for temperatures and precipitation over the next 7 to 10 days in the Burlington area. And as we go forward, we're going to take a look at the chances for rain first. Now, as you notice here in the southern New England area and here in the Burlington area, in fact, we're going to be looking at the chances of maybe above average precipitation, though right now it looks like that's going to be mostly in the form of maybe heavy rain that we get out of thunderstorms. Doesn't look like we're going to be having too much in the way of any organized rain. Now, if you're looking for some really wet weather and you're traveling down to the Gulf Coast, you have to be careful down here. We may have a developing tropical storm or even weak hurricane somewhere from Florida into Texas, so lots of heavy rain down there. That may send a little bit of moisture our way as we head towards the end of the period, but really not too much. And as we go ahead, this is going to be a map that really is going to tell it all for what's coming up for the rest of the month, really. As we're going to look at what we're expecting for temperatures. Now, this is something we haven't seen in a long time. Just about everywhere in the United States, in fact, the entire lower 48, and we actually don't have Alaska on here, but this holds true for them too. We are expecting, right here in the neck of our woods too, and everywhere across the lower 48, chances of above average temperatures. And it looks like that's going to hold true as we head towards all the way through the end of July and maybe even into the first week of August. So again, if you love the warm weather, this is definitely the time of year for you. Now let's take a look at some of those temperatures and weather coming up. And when we put our forecast together, it was looking like we were going to have a little bit more varied temperatures, but the latest models that have come out, look at this, starting out again on Friday and Saturday, temperatures in the mid and upper 80s. We probably will have to tack on 5 or 6 degrees to these high temperatures. And in fact, folks, it looks like we're going to say, I want to say from Thursday all the way into Wednesday of next week, I would say we're going to probably be seeing temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90 each and every day. Even this on Monday, looks like earlier we were going to have a little bit more of a chance of some maybe heavier thunderstorms. That chance has diminished a bit, so with that, our average high is temperature of 79. We're probably going to have to bump that back up to probably 89. So really, not too much variation in weather as we go through the next 7 days here in the Burlington area. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the summer weather, and have a great week.